Greetings, family. Empress D in nature. I have started my outdoor workouts now, so on my way back to the spot before I bade off, but I thought I'd stop in nature. So here we are, family, and I'm checking in with you now. I hope everybody is well and getting out in nature. Yeah, let me tell you this. I was thinking as I was walking, you rarely see melanated people with benign ether curly hair in this park. I come here every day, and it's very rare that I see somebody that looks like me in this park. Predominantly, the ethnicity or the race that I see in the park is South Asian. I live in a very heavily populated South Asian area, and I'll see Caucasian, white people, Asians, I see all the other races, like mostly South Asian, but all the other races sprinkled in, but very rarely people like me. And it's so weird. Why? It's on purpose. Why are we the only ones that do not connect with nature, family, outside of the cookout? It's on purpose. Just like how every race on this planet, every other race on this planet is programmed, like socialized from birth to view the melanated people that look like me at the bottom of the totem pole. We are lazy, criminals, sexual deviants, all these negative labels is what we are. Yet we are the most imitated on this planet. It's unbelievable. But anyway, that's what's up. And it's just, you have to think about it. How does that make sense, family? How is this the case? How? I think we can draw the conclusion that it's by design. Okay. I think that there's an entity out there that's worked really hard to devise a plan to keep those that have skin and hair like me at the bottom of society. And it's just the reality, family. And so I say that to say that I don't even know how I got there. But the whole thing I wanted to talk about today is the fact that we are heading into some very interesting times. While I was driving here, how did I get on the whole fact of, anyway, we talked about it, family, but I want to talk about what I intended to talk about because it's important as well. We look around you, family. Since 2020, look around you. What has happened? We've gotten these 5G towers all around us. If you take a close look in your neighborhoods, family, I am certain you can tell me that there are now erected speed cameras as well as speed bumps everywhere. And I know it's not just in Canada, because when I know some people that have traveled abroad and they say it's the same abroad. I hope people are taking a minute to see what's going on around us, family. There's a plan in place and it's marching along step by step while we don't even notice. Well, I notice, okay? Because what they're heading for is complete control of us, family. And that's why they have to have cameras erected everywhere. Now, I can't. I'm just in my blood cannot be controlled. I'm just in my blood. I must be sovereign. And I know that about myself. I know myself very well. And I know my limits, and I know my capabilities. And I know that I cannot handle being my sovereignty taken from me, because I value it and I know that our Creator gave it to us on purpose. Each of us has our own, and so I will guard it forever. And I can't head down the road that they have planned for. I don't want to say us, because it's not gonna be me. I can't. I know that I'm that one in whatever part in history, every lifetime I've lived. I know I'm that one that when it's time to go down for it, like I'd rather die fighting for my freedom than to be enslaved. That's just me. I'll be that one. I'll be the one. And so I can't. I can't, family. So I'm trying to, it gives me anxiety just thinking about it. Because I know in my soul that we are all meant to be sovereign and to make decisions for ourselves. And so it's inherently wrong for anybody to force anybody else to do something else or manipulate. That's why when people do spells and stuff like that and energy work, and I know that stuff is real and it works, but I don't, like, how can you, why would you want to manipulate somebody else's free will? That's so inherently wrong, family. So people have each been given free will on purpose. And to deny somebody else's free will is really wrong, you know, and I don't think that our Creator would approve of that, family. So I guess I wanted to really touch on in this video is that we are heading down a road, and if you don't, like, people have to be mindful of what's going on, like cognizant of what's going on around them. They're slowly marching. Uno, not me, man. I'm. You know what? I know of my family ancestry that I am Arawak Indian. And so I know this, it's like in my blood. I can feel it bubbling up. I'm not meant to, I'm one of those souls on the planet that are meant to fight for our sovereignty. I'm fighting even for those who don't value their sovereignty, because they don't know how important and how valuable it is. And just because they don't know doesn't mean I shouldn't fight for it, right? We deserve to be free. That's how we were born. That's our birthright. And nobody can take that from us, family. And I think we have to really learn that, okay? Whew, thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, family. I'm going to walk my rest of my walk. I'm getting all heated and agitated up the thought of some entity or something thinking that they can take away our God-given right to freedom. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, family. I love and I value each and every one of you. One love.